Madam Clerk, can you please call the roll?
Harvey. Wilson. Here. Tillman.
Here.
Williams.
Here.
Gardner.
Here.
Nelson. Here. Phillips. Here.
We have 6 members present. We are prepared to do business. Would everyone please rise for the pledge of allegiance? I'd like to call on Pastor Fluker to offer a word of prayer.
Good evening, Mayor, all the city officials, and public. Let us pray. Eternal always God, Father, we thank you, we honor you for this another glorious day that you've given unto us to make it to this destination tonight. As we come together to gather the minds to communicate and to talk about issues of the heart, matters for the city. We pray you allow us to come together in unity, strength, and everything that is done, that it may be done according to your word, decent and in order. We give you glory, praise, and honor, and we thank you for the leadership of our great city. Thank you for every alderman, and thank you for every citizen, and we bless your name. Amen. Amen.
We're at the public, item number 4, public comment. Is there anyone who would like to address the city council?
Hi, good evening. My name is Ryan Simwelski. I am the director of the Harvey Historical Society, and I also report on local Southland politics through Chicago Southland Politics and Ryan City Chicago, which is my YouTube. So I am a Harvey resident, so I have a question. I know I've been here before, I think about a year ago, to ask if our mayor, Christopher Clark, is still on payroll for the city of Calumet City. He was, last we have checked, being paid, I think it was around $90,000 or so. I have to check the exact numbers, but to be your FOIA officer and to be your ethics officer, which I find very ironic, given that he is very unethical. I and others have been arrested many times just for asking questions about finances. Christopher Clark has not shown himself in public since October 27th. In October, he declared the city in financial distress. The council voted on that. We've lost almost half of our public staff. They're no longer working right now. So he is MIA. So I'm very concerned, obviously, because we're in such a deep crisis and he's nowhere to be found. But also, I'm very concerned that, especially if Calumet City taxpayers are still paying him, because I can tell you he has not shown up for work, that we've seen since October 27th. And the last time the city was in a financial distress like that, I think, was East St. Louis in the early 90s. So I mean, this is pretty unprecedented. We didn't even have proper fire or police coverage. So we really, really would like to know that. I'm asking on behalf of myself and other Harvey taxpayers, because we want to know where he is. So if you, and we want to know if he's still being paid by you, because he's not even doing his job in Harvey. So if you could get that information to me, that would be appreciated. Thank you.
To answer your question, Christopher Clark no longer works with the city of Calumet City. Hasn't been working for the city of Calumet City for over a year. So I don't know where he's at, but hopefully you find him in Harvey. He's not, you've not seen him here. He's not been employed here. But thank you for your comments. Is there anyone else who would like to address the city council?
Yes, Mayor, city council, and residents. Thank you guys for starting the meeting on time today. Not on time, but closer than later, 6:02 p.m. I mean, we like to come out. We residents, I've been over here for about 35 plus years, and we would want to come out, but one of the biggest concerns is we don't start on time. This is the business. We need to put accountability where it lies. You guys we voted for you guys, and you guys need to get here in the meeting, get to the meeting here on time. Let's do better with that. That's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anyone else who would like to address the city council? If not, we'll move to item number 5 on the agenda, with approval of minutes. Everyone has a copy of the minutes before you that was mailed to you. Are there any questions or changes to the minutes? If there are no changes, can someone please make a motion to approve the minutes as presented? Motion made by Alderman Williams. Is there a second to approve the minutes? Second by Alderman Phillips. Madam Clerk, can you please call the roll on item number 5?
Wilson,
Yes.
Tillman,
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
Gardner,
Yes.
Nelson,
Yes.
Phillips. Yes.
Thank you, City Council. Item number 7 are new business action items. Item number 1 is a motion to override the mayor's veto. Before we do this, let me just ask the City Council, there are inherent issues with the ordinance that was written. There was no contract presented to the City Council, to the public, to show what this attorney will be charged. There's no, even though the law allows the City Council to have legislative counsel, what I'm asking the City Council to do is possibly consider holding this ordinance in abatement and revising the ordinance at the next meeting to fix the errors. The Legislative Council cannot do all the things as required by law that's put in the ordinance. The Legislative Council does not have the power to do all the things that are put in the ordinance. So the City Council should take this ordinance, revise it, bring it back to the City Council. I would agree not to go forward with the veto, but the City Council can abate this ordinance at the February 14th meeting and then bring back a proper ordinance. Because this ordinance is flawed. This ordinance, City Council, as you know, cannot sign contracts. So if City Council brings a properly formatted ordinance, I'm agreeing to work with Mr. Olson and work with whoever you guys want, sign the contract. But as of this ordinance that's here, we do not have a properly formatted contract that has to be signed by me. And we don't have a contract that's presented to the public that has the terms of what this firm will be paid, the hours will be paid, and what those duties will be. Those duties in the law simply says that the Legislative Council has to answer the questions of the alderman, and there's a length of time for that contract. That contract can be the length of my term, but no contract has been presented. As you know, the City Council has railed on me about contracts. So if we want to stay consistent and present a contract with terms that go with what the Legislative Council want to do.
Mayor, may I ask a question?
Sure.
Thank you. So I do recall an email from Attorney Odelson saying that he would be at will. So at will, meaning we as a legislative body can remove him when we no longer have the need. My concern is that our city attorney is Michael Casper. He has not been here in a meeting for 5 years, and we pay him a great sum. You, sir, are not our city attorney. And we seem to always have your corporate counsel sitting where the city attorney should be. So that poses a concern for me also. I would like to move forward with overriding this veto.
Alderman Gardner?
Yes. Just for reference, point of clarification, our representative is here tonight. Would you like to speak to this matter?
Sure, I don't know if I need to go up or you need to.
Thank you. Can you state your name to the record?
Sure. Good evening, everyone. My name is Michael McGrath from the law firm Olson Murphy Fraser McGrath. I've met most of you before. What is on the agenda tonight is a motion to override the veto. Although the mayor has stated that he's willing to waive that, I don't believe that's actually appropriate or proper under the law. There's time constraints, so that is the first order of business that needs to be taken tonight is to override the Mayor's veto if you so choose. As far as a contract, there has not been a contract, but the ordinance lays out the duties and responsibilities of the legislative council. It's the same type of an ordinance that we've passed and been approved in other municipalities. It has been challenged in court and has been upheld. As far as our hourly rate, I believe our hourly rate does not exceed the corporate council. It's at the same hourly rate, and as the good Alderwoman stated, our arrangement has always been with our municipal clients. It's an at-will, or it's a handshake arrangement. We don't have what a lot of law firms have, this 30-day notice, 90-day notice, or reasons, and go back and forth. If you're not happy with our services, just let us know, and then, we'll go on and work for another community group. But we're looking forward to working with you and doing the services that's in the ordinance. And the appropriate motion at this time would be to override the mayor's veto, and if there's sufficient votes, that would occur, and we'll step right in and be legislative council.
Mr. McGrath, since you stepped forward, there are two items that you should be aware of. Under 65 ILCS 5-8-7, the city council cannot make a contract where the corporate authorities by any committee thereof and expend no money shall be incurred that hasn't been appropriated the year prior. So Olson and Sturk cannot get paid. In the Sampson v. Grave case, that's the case you're referring to. In the Sampson v. Grave case, there was limited powers of the legislative council. What you presented in the ordinance does not conform to the Sampson v. Grave case, and I'm sure you're aware of that case, where that case not only said what the legislative powers would be, but also what the legislative council would be. I'm happy to give you a copy of what the law and statute says on legislative council, but you are wrong when you present that you can have an at-will contract where you're presenting a contract to the city council that has no dollar figures. So at-will means, and you know what at-will means, you presented a contract to the city council with no dollar figures and not telling the city council what you're gonna charge the city for legislative council duties. Taxpayers need to know what you're gonna charge them and what your firm is gonna charge. So if you're not prepared tonight to provide that information of what you're actually gonna charge the city council, we're in a budget crisis. And you wanna charge, what you're charging the city should be exactly what the corporation council and the city attorney are doing. So are you aware of 65 ILCS 5-8-7 that says about legislative council and the Sampson v. Grave case?
Yes, I am, Mayor, and as far as how much we're going to bill, as I stated, we're not going to bill any higher than what corporate counsel or the city attorney is charging per hour. As you know, they don't submit on an annual basis how much they're going to bill the city to perform legal work on behalf of the city, the corporate counsel or the city attorney. As matters arise, and based upon our invoices, it's our billing, it's up to the corporate authorities to approve our invoices and question our invoices. And as far as at will, again, we've done that for, Mr. Olson's done that for over 30 years. I've been with the firm for over 25 years, and that's just how we've always operated.
If I could chime in just real quick, Mr. McGrath, all due respect, I know you and the firm, and great respect for you. But typically, I'm just gonna say this for the council, and the council will do what it's going to do. There should be a contract. Mr. McGrath may represent that the billable hour rate of Olson firm will be the same as the corporate council, but there's usually a lot more than that involved in a representation agreement, which I don't believe exists. That would be number one. And then number two, as far as payment is concerned, there should be an appropriation for any expense like this. And my understanding of this, getting kind of pulled into this recently, is that there was no such thing. So the mayor's asked for there to be an abeyance of this, so these things can be ironed out. It's your prerogative of what you want to do, but that's the position. So there should be an appropriation, there should be an agreement, and I don't think there's either one.
And I'm sorry, are you the city attorney? You're not.
Yeah, I'm the city attorney.
So who are you?
I'm sorry, that's my fault. I'm Richard Brew, and I'm with Ansel.
So Ansel and Glean per Perry Lynn said they are not the city's attorney. Michael Casper is the city attorney, you all are the corporate attorney. And so we pay Casper $10,000 a month to be here. We pay you all about $30,000 to $40,000 a month. And you all don't even give us the answers that we need, and that's why we have moved for our own legislative counsel. You don't even know if you're the city attorney or not.
The question that was asked from the council that was directed by Mike Casper to Attorney Olson was, are you the city attorney? Only the city attorney can direct legal work. So the question that Attorney Burt asked and that was directed was about the city attorney. That question was answered that Michael Casper is the city attorney. That's why we're here now. And under Sampson v. Graves, it says in Sampson v. Graves, it's clear as day, the legal counsel selected by shall be paid on an hourly basis and shall hold no term of office, but shall be terminable at any time upon completion of the matter upon which representation, consultation, or assistance is sought. So you can't have 9 items that you're doing as legislative counsel, and you can't put all the things that you put in the ordinance. It further says that the legal counsel selected is required to submit invoices for legal services rendered directly to the chairman of the Committee of Finance, and that has to be determined by the chairman of the Committee of Finance. So the hourly basis is the rate that we're paying the city attorney, which is $200 an hour.
Can I ask a question, Mayor? You mentioned a couple of times that there was problems with language in the ordinance. Can you be more specific?
Alderman, the ordinance before the council stated that the legislative council had the power to investigate, that the legislative council had the power to review bills. The legislative council had the right to, whoever drafted that ordinance, you guys presented it to the city council, and under the law, it's clear that the legislative council can only answer to the alderman and answer the questions. Mr. McGrath, is that correct?
I don't have that ordinance in front of me. I'm familiar with the language we've used in other communities, so that we're being retained for work by the legislative body of the corporate authority district, so it would be the alderman. So if the alderman have requests of us, we would follow through with answering and giving legal advice, and then we obviously can't submit invoices until we do the legal work. So I can't, give you an invoice for something for 3 months, 4 months from now. As far as the hourly rate, Mayor, with all due respect, I think you stated $200 per hour. Just looking within the next packet, the invoice is very link. To me, it appears that it's about $230 for the different attorneys from that law firm. There's about 5 or 6 attorneys that are listed out. So the hourly rate is a higher rate than you stated. So I just take that for the record.
So finally, will you provide a contract that has to be signed by me for legislative council?
Yeah, I'll talk to Bert about that. I have a problem with submitting a contract that states that we are at will. Absolutely no problem with doing that. It would be that we'd be compensated the same rate, no more than city council or corporation council. And again, just doing the duties and responsibilities as legislative council.
But at this time, what's before us, there's no contract. You're confirming that there's no contract that city council has to vote on. There's not even an at-will contract that you presented to the city council with the ordinance. The ordinance clearly said there was a contract attached. So there's no addendum to the ordinance that we're taking action on tonight.
What's before the legislative body tonight is an override of your veto. That's what's on the agenda.
It's
That's the action item tonight.
It's the ordinance. So the ordinance is the veto. So are you confirming that you have not provided a contract, either at will or a contract to the city council that we can vote on tonight?
Confirming that the action item on the agenda is to override your veto. You issued a veto, and I believe it was in writing, or it should have been in writing, and following state statute, the legislative body has the absolute right to override your veto. Now, if you want to get into issues with the language of the ordinance, that's another topic for another day. You can bring it back up and.
That's not my question, Mr. McGrath. My question is clear. Did you provide a contract to any alderman for an at-will contract or a contract that council has to vote on?
It was provided to us all via email.
But the ordinance said that there.
I'm sorry, he's shaking his head.
The ordinance said that it was contained within the ordinance,
So you just read
which,
a state statute or whatever you just read that says the exact same thing as what he said, that it's terminable at any time, and that this attorney would get the same rate these attorneys would get. So it's the same rate. Terminable means it's at will. You're fighting against us having our own legislative
I'm not
council because you have done wrong for 5 or more years.
Alderwoman,
Mr. Mayor, if I may.
hold on, Alderman, and then I'll go to you, and then we'll go to the vote. You know the difference between the contract and the at-will contract, Mr. McGrath, that has not been provided. You claim, Alderwoman Wilson claimed that it was provided in the email. Was that contract provided in the email?
Odison.
I'm asking.
Well, he didn't send the email. Odison
If
sent
you're
the
asking
email.
specifically, I did not, did my office send out a contract?
Odison sent out, information in writing to this entire council, as well as Ansel and Glink. Michael Casper was on the thread, you were on the thread. It stated at will. It stated that this council's vote was veto-proof because we had a super majority at the time that we voted. And it stated that the amount, would be, and I think his amount, Odison's was a little bit less than what it actually is per Ansel and Glink, what we pay Ansel and Glink.
Ms. McGrath, can you forward a copy of that contract and the at-will contract that you claim that you provided in the ordinance?
He didn't say he sent it.
Right.
Well, you just said that they
I
sent it.
said Olson sent
Oh.
email correspondence, and you were on that thread, so you can go and
So
search
if you
it.
can do that, can you do that, please?
I was not on that thread, so I would have to go back to the office and find it, or somebody here would be so kind enough to share the thread that apparently you were on. I was not on it. So as I stand here, even if I search my phone, I would not be able to find it because I was not on the thread.
Okay. Alderman Gardner?
Thank you, Mayor. Mr. Mayor, I'm just curious as to why, you're bringing this before us now, when earlier we all received a text message, that went out to the residents, you urging our constituents to call us and vote no. So if you wanted them to vote no, but now tonight, when we get here to the meeting, you're proposing that you're willing to wait, why couldn't we just communicate that earlier? What would have been, why couldn't we wouldn't have had to go through this.
Alderman, the same way that you guys communicated and had sessions with the attorney is the same way that I communicated. I have the right to tell residents to ask you guys to vote no because you providing a contract and increasing the budget and you don't even know the financial terms of this. Residents should know that you guys are proposing to increase the budget and spend money, extra money on legal because you want to get answers. You have the right to legislative counsel. I have no problem with that. But let's do this in a way that's compromised. So if you want to go forward with the vote, I'm prepared to go forward.
Yeah, I just want to know why are you telling us now, tonight, when you could have emailed it? You could have emailed it to the entire council. And it would have avoided all of this.
Well, Alderman,
You put out a whole video today.
Alderman,
I
Alderman,
have a question.
I have the right to do that, Alderman.
So he did send an email to our electorate regarding the vote for tonight. Isn't that against election laws and using public funds to, discuss electioneering type communication? I'm just interested in what you say.
We would have to take a look at that, I have no idea, I don't know.
Yeah, so it actually said, hey, this is Mayor Jones, call your alderman and tell them to vote no to override the veto.
Which,
He has a right to communication.
That communication, yes, but when it uses our public funds.
Yeah, I don't know what.
And this is why we have a request for legislative counsel.
So with that being said,
Alderman Gardner,
I would like to make the motion to approve item number 1.
There's
Second.
motion made by Alderman Gardner to approve item number 1 on the agenda. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Wilson.
Mayor, if I may, before we take the vote, I'd like to make a motion to recuse myself for voting because of a potential conflict.
Would you want to make,
That's the motion.
have them withdraw
Second.
their motion,
No, it's a superseding motion.
superseding
Minority
motion?
motion, so somebody can just second it.
I second.
So Alderman Tillman has made a superseding motion,
And since there's a discussion of this, I'm looking at the ordinance right now, I do not see that we give the legislative council investigation powers. I don't know where you got that from, but we can continue with the vote.
Madam Clerk?
Gardner,
Yes.
Nelson. Yes. Phillips. Yes. Wilson.
Yes.
So I will not call you, and you will just say abstain.
So when we do the vote on the veto, don't roll me at all.
That's what, Williams.
Yes.
With 5 members voting yes, 0 voting present, 0 voting no, the ordinance override is adopted and the motion to override is passed. Item number 2, 2, 3, 4 on the agenda. Alderman Tillman. This involves a direct attorney to draft ordinances for the handicap parking and also for,
Yeah, I think we actually need another vote. So that the first vote was the vote to recuse me. That passed. Now we have to take the vote to override the veto. For the record.
so Alderman Gardner, would you like to make that motion?
The motion was already made, the roll. We just called the roll.
Madam Clerk, would you call the roll?
That's Wilson.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
Gardner.
Yes.
Nelson.
Yes.
Phillips. Yes.
Item number 1 passes, 5 voting yes, 0 voting present, 0 voting no. The motion to override passes, and we'd like to welcome Mr. Overson to the city, back to the city of Calumet City as legislative council. Item number 2, 3, and 4 on the agenda. Item number 2, 3, and 4 on the agenda is a motion to draft ordinances for handicap parking.
I'd like to make a motion to pass items 7, 2 through 4 as presented.
So move. Second.
Motion made by Alderman Tillman, second by Alderwoman Phillips. All in favor? Oh, I'm sorry, Madam Clerk, can you please call the roll on item 2, 3, and 4?
Tillman.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
Gardner.
Yes.
Nelson.
Yes.
Phillips. Yes. Wilson.
Yes.
At this time, we'd like to approve a motion to go into executive session to discuss pending litigation, probable litigation, personal property, and also the employment of a specific individual. Is there a motion to go into executive session at 6:31 p.m.?
So move.
Motion made by Alderwoman Nelson,
Second.
second by Alderwoman Phillips. We should be in executive session at 6, all in favor? We should be in executive session at 6:31 p.m. We'll come back and do the rest of the agenda.
you think executive session is long? Yeah. I'll hang out at least for a little bit. Yeah.
Reached out online.
Oh, did I?
Yeah. About the difference reports for Harvey.
Yes.
I sent the stuff about yours.
Yeah. I'm excited that you're excited about this stuff. I'm trying to learn. Well, I mean, a lot of times people just don't want to follow. But other stuff that happens, like learning about my perspective, just like, what is, what
It's weird.
Yeah, so I guess like his mother, dad, brother. Yeah, that's dope. Maybe that's a long time. I was open to right? But yeah, he was like, but it's not. But it is. I haven't heard from since that. I was like, oh, I'm excited that county speakers were sharing things with the trying to help with that. But yeah, I But at the same time, like, as a resident, I don't feel
just between hearing, like, it's one of the highest
should know. And they said, no, Harvey should have any time. So usually, yeah, you can tell, like, you can't. So then I said, okay, so if they're, or if they're that,
So it's usually until family counts. So you would have to be on the house for the house basis. You go with fire and taking all the considerations. Was this condemned? Was this somebody actually living? Under circumstances, what the guys initially see. So they're asking an extreme example. That's how much it must be. It's it's so But if you don't see that, it's so hard to like, you know what I mean?
That was one reason, normal fire state or not.
It's so wow.
I mean, I don't die. I don't
Those guys are the fire ground team. So, I got people back there, if they do an investigation,
but just with like a normal, like when people are just reporting to fire. I told them that they take it seriously.
It always takes me a year.
And you know, why speaking, on the 7th, we have to really, how we the fact,
Running a successful delivery company is tough. No one's bullshit. That's why we have AT&T Business.
Is it early?
But yeah, you probably one of the bigger departments, right? Hey everybody, thanks for hanging in there. I don't know how long they're going to be in executive session, but I'm going to try to hang around because I have not been at Cal City meetings in forever.
A big deal, especially this time. Redeem is a faith-based way to share medical bills that's affordable.
Oh, by the way, look at your mayor. This is on your
Yeah, it was
your code enforcement. So the city attorney says Catherine.
Is there a motion to return back to to regular order of business, motion made by Alderman Gardner at 7:16 PM.
Second.
Second by Alderman Harvey. For the record, Alderman Harvey is in the meeting, was in the meeting at 6:31 PM in executive session. We're on item number 8, which are financial matters. Alderman Williams.
Yeah.
Make a motion to approve items, you think you want to take separately? No. Yes.
Yes.
Which one?
Seven. Discussion.
I'd like to
Can
also.
I be recognized, please?
Alderman Phillips.
Under item 8, number 3 and 6 are duplicate entries. Three and 6.
So the motion is to take items 1 through 5 separately, delete item 6, and then with the council, rather, there's a meeting on Tuesday, items 3 through 7, defer those to the Tuesday meeting.
Yes. Mr. 3 through 7?
Yes, it deals with the same. So items 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 will be deferred. If someone can make a motion to defer those to the meeting Tuesday,
6 will be deleted.
6 will be deleted.
I motion to defer items 3, 4, 5, and 7. Delete 6 because it's a duplicate of 3 as far as
Motion made by Alderwoman Harvey. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderwoman Wilson. Madam Clerk, can you call the roll on items 3 through 7?
Harvey. Yes. Wilson.
Yes.
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 Nelson. Yes. Yes.
Items 8 through 7. 7,
No, 8.
8. On
Mayor, I would like to take item number 20 and 22 separately.
Alderman Williams, is there a motion on items 8 through 19? What about 1 and 2? 1? I would say we should defer those to the Tuesday meeting as well.
Items number 1 and 2.
Yes.
So, second.
Motion made by Alderman Nelson, second by Alderman Harvey to defer items 1 and 2 to the meeting on Tuesday as well. Alderman Williams, you have the agenda to revise, Alderman? Yes. I will add those to the agenda items. For the record, Alderman Williams will be chairing the meeting on Tuesday. Items 8 through 19, Alderman Williams. Is there a motion to approve items 8 through 19? So moved. Motion made to approve items 8 through 19 on the agenda. Is there a second?
Second.
And 21. And
I take 20, 21, and 22, sorry.
8 through 19. Motion to approve 8 through 19.
the motion was made and seconded. Madam Clerk, can you please call the roll on items 8 through 19?
Yes.
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 Item 20, before we begin on item 20, I know the city council at the last meeting voted against payroll. I will caution the aldermen who are voting against payroll that if you voted against payroll and you voted against your own payroll, please return the check to the city.
Please return the money you spent. You don't get to do that.
Please return the check to the city, alderman.
Please return the money that you spent. That was unauthorized.
Alderman, I'm just saying this for the payroll. You mentioned at the last meeting that you guys are gonna vote against the payroll. I will caution you, these are all employees of the city, that payroll that's attached to the agenda.
Mayor, you know very well that
All-
the employees have received their pay. This is procedural, this vote, and when we say no, it's because we believe there is ghost payrolling. We believe that people are being paid that don't even appear here. We believe that there are positions that are created daily. There are people here in this council chamber. I do not know who they are. I don't know where the money comes from to pay them. So that is our concern. So is it better for you if we just table these items and have our legislative council review it?
Well, Alderwoman, without proof, I would caution you from giving accusations against employees. Because you've made accusation after accusation against employees without proof.
And
You
you're
have no-
absolutely
Alderman,
correct.
I'll let you talk, so let me
I'm
finish.
agreeing with you.
Let me
You're
finish.
correct, Mayor.
So,
You're correct. But
Just-
that is why we,
just like Alderwoman, you accuse my son of working for the Attorney General's
Absolutely.
office. You owe my son an apology.
I owe your son nothing, but I do owe you an apology and I owe this council because, if I may,
Alderwoman,
can I offer you the apology, Mayor?
Alderwoman,
Will
can you
you
let
allow
me
me
finish?
to apologize?
Can you let me finish first?
But I'm asking, will you allow me to apologize, Mayor?
Can you let me finish first, Alderwoman?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
So there was allegations that you made that my
Yes.
son worked for the Attorney General's office.
Yes.
Going through the state comptroller's website, you had the information, you checked the information, the Attorney General even told you through your FOIA that my son never worked for the state of Illinois and never worked for the Attorney General's office. Yet you put that out in the airwaves that my son worked for the Attorney General's office and accused him of ghost payrolling and having 2 jobs. So I will turn it over to you, Alderman.
Thank you so much, Mayor. And so what I did do was say that your son worked for the Attorney General's office, and I apologize for attaching the wrong Thaddeus Jones to my email to the council. However, I did not FOIA the Attorney General. I apologize for attaching the wrong Thaddeus Jones, who also lives in South Holland, because he's an actual attorney for the Attorney General. The Attorney General contacted me on August 9th, 2025, answering my claim from an employee who came and we had to file a federal investigation, a claim with the Attorney General's office, a claim with the U.S. State's Attorney, a claim with the Illinois Sheriff, with a claim with Cook County State's Attorney, because there was an alleged threat on my life, and the employee named Mayor Jones and Chief of Police Kolash in that threat. The Attorney General's office contacted me and said they could not move forward because there was a conflict of interest. I then asked, what would be the conflict when it came to my safety? And they said, well, the accused son works for the Attorney General's office. So I never had to FOIA it, it was given to me. I have all of those emails, and like I stated to this council, I preserved that information in writing. And it is now an FBI investigation because there was a threat made on my life to injure or kill me. Thank you. And that's all the apology. And as far as your son, I'm going to give him the same apology that you gave my son. Silence.
Mr. Mayor,
Alderman Gardner?
I just want to go on record, as I've done previously regarding payroll. My intent here is not for the residents to not be paid. I want to make this a matter of public record. My intent is to govern with a sense of good government. I brought to your attention that in our payroll reports, there are individuals who are getting paid out of different departments that work elsewhere. I do not feel comfortable voting for payroll until we fix it. When we fix it, I'll be more than happy to support the payroll. So I'm not going to sit here for the sake of your peace of mind and approve this and just sweep it under the rug. We've said this before. So please respect my decision. That's all I ask.
Alderman,
And until we repair this, I'll be more than happy. Now tonight, moving forward, if we want to, I'll be more than happy to defer this to the finance meeting. But until everything in the payroll is repaired, and I'm confident, I'll support it. That's all I have, Mr. Mayor.
well, Alderman, this city council cut 26 positions. The reason that multiple people are doing multiple things and getting paid out of those accounts is because the council gave me the authority to pay them. Those jobs got eliminated, so that work had to go somewhere. When you vote against the payroll, Alderman, and don't return the check that you received for the special meeting and for the regular meeting, the IRS just claims you made a statement that you wanna vote against the payroll. So return those checks that you received to the city treasurer, because you made a statement that you voting against your own paycheck. If you're voting against your own paycheck, be honest with the residents and tell them that you're gonna return the check to the city. If you got paid for that and you voted against all of the employees' payroll in Calumet City, and you claim that you voted against your own payroll, return that check. Return that check, and return the check from tonight to the city treasurer. That's all I'm asking.
Mayor, with all due respect, you are saying that with the payroll, I'm telling you there's a discrepancy. So why, as a mayor, as a leader of the city, would you want anybody on this council to move forward when we have discrepancies in that bill list or the payroll? Why would you want anybody to move forward?
Alderman, I don't. If we want to fix that, Alderman, we have a meeting Tuesday, we can fix that and talk about
That's what
it.
I said, we're more than happy to do that.
If you want to defer the payroll, that means that all the employees in Calumet City will not get paid.
That's not true.
That's not
Mr. Treasurer,
Would you please stop that?
Mr. Treasurer, a vote against the payroll tonight does what?
Nothing, they got paid already.
I'm gonna have to hire my own legislative counsel because this is retroactive approval. However, you can't continue to pay without the approval of the council. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to ask legal counsel that.
Mr. McGrath, would you represent the city treasurer?
Talk to a lawyer.
Wait, can I say something before? Because it's approved. It's approved, so.
Well, I'm waiting. The treasurer just gave the answer about retroactivity, and we're approving the payroll, Mr. Treasurer. What happens if we do not approve the payroll tonight?
I'm not exactly sure, Mayor. I'm gonna have to find out.
So does the council want to defer this until we get?
I want a discussion. I want to have a moment to address your comment respectfully. Mayor, when we took office, several months after that, we went through financing, we approved different things. We decreased some salaries, and then you say certain positions were eliminated. When I read a lot of the ordinances, some of those positions were already eliminated or combined into one job description or job title. So, but you created different ones. But when I began to read more and learn more, I realized too, and let me be very transparent, there's several employees that are getting paid, like Alderman Gardner said, from different line items, or they're receiving stipends. But you told me when I tried to hire Shaw that I could not, because she could not receive a second stipend because she was employed by the city. But I see a whole bunch of other people on the bills, they're receiving stipends. Still didn't frustrate me, but it made me alert to realize that what's good for us is not good for you. Then secondly, let me finish. There's a lack of respect, disrespect when I was elected to render a vote and to make sure things are in order, checks and balances. And there's a lot of different things that are going on from the credit card, from the high salaries. So I have the right to vote no because they've already been paid. And I'm not voting no to some of you guys that work, that do work. But some of the folks that don't. I've seen people in the streets while they're supposed to be at work. I get calls saying that people don't even show up downstairs. So that is why I'm voting no. I'm not voting no to stop your pay, because I know you work. But I have to stop the things that are going on behind the scenes that I'm accountable for. That's why I'm voting no. It's still passing, but I have to let you know that you need to respect me in my seat. If there's things that we voted on for you to change, you're not changing them. So what you're saying to me is, screw me, screw my vote, screw my position, and you're not respecting me as your colleague or the friend that you say that you are to me. That's why I shifted. You don't respect me. You want to make me a rubber stamp. You want me to do whatever it is that you want me to do, but govern, I can lose my county job. So that's why I am voting no. I am not voting no not to pay the good people that are doing their job. I am voting no because we've asked for change and there's no change. There's someone, gentleman sitting right there, I think he's employed. It's disrespectful for us not to be even introduced to employees. He'll walk past me, don't say nothing, and I don't even know who he is. So again, on record, that's why I vote no. And you cannot tell me not to vote no. I can vote no impartially, but I'm stating why I vote no.
Alderman, I do respect you. My request tonight was for you to return the check. If you collected the check and you're not gonna vote for the employees to get a check, return your check from the meeting and the last meeting that you voted no from. That was all my request.
But that's so unfair.
No for
Are you
everybody.
returning the checks when you flew your family
Alderman,
to
Alderman.
Miami? It had your name on it.
Alderman,
We paid for this family to go to Miami.
Alderman,
Credit card statement, we paid that.
And I want to say this, I stay up at night reading this stuff because I feel like it's trickery with you guys. I literally have to stay up at night after I get off of work, reading this, looking through bills because I felt I'm going along, but then reading this, it's right in my face.
Alderman.
So again, you
You
tell
asked
me
me
to
the question,
return my
Alderman.
check, but I stay up nights, and some of these folks make more money than me, and they don't even come to work. So why would I return a check when I'm staying up night on the weekend reading? Because I want to be educated so I can render a proper vote, a sound vote. But if I don't do what you say, let me tell you what you're going to do. You're going to punish me like you sent that call out to the residents about me. If you say you're my friend, I'm not against you. We need to fix things. But you want to do it your way respectfully, and then you want to text me, you're not my friend.
Alderman, you claim that I put positions in there that's not in the budget. I cannot do that. All the positions that work at the city are in the budget, Alderman. There were open positions that city council approved.
I didn't say you put them added.
You just said that, Alderman.
No.
You
In
said
some of
that.
the ordinance mayors, when the previous mayor was there, Peter, I read that certain positions were combined. I can't verbally say them, but we can go through the ordinances. Some of them were combined.
That did not happen, Alderman. That did not happen.
If
So,
that didn't happen, I could go back and get the proof, but what did happen
Please.
is that we took away salaries.
Please.
We took away salaries for unqualified people or people being overpaid, but then you went and gave it back to them, Mayor. So why should I vote, why should I take a vote to vote for a budget, but then you go right behind and do what you want to do, then you don't need my vote then?
Alderman, there were two positions that Mr. Casper told the city council about, that he put money in there, that we eliminated those positions. There were two positions that were eliminated, that had salaries in there that were put in there at the budget, that the council voted for. Those positions were terminated. Those people no longer work here. So the motion tonight, do you want to table to the Tuesday meeting?
I'm gonna make a motion to
defer 20, 21, and 22 to the.
Alderman Williams, motion to defer items 20, 21, and 22 to the meeting.
Quick discussion, Gardner, you mentioned, a lot of discrepancies. For the meeting, can you just like prepare those? Is that too much to add?
Please, I will. And I would like to have the prospective department head here to speak to whatever, if there's a certain person or a certain matter that needs to be addressed by a specific department head, please let me know so we can make sure that those.
For the record, who made the second?
Me.
Alderman Wilson. So there was a motion made by Alderman Williams, second by Alderman Wilson, to defer items 20, 21, 22 to the meeting on the 22nd. Madam Clerk, can you please call the roll on that motion?
Williams.
Yes.
I think the 27th.
27.
Harvey.
Yes.
Nelson.
Yes.
Phillips. Yes. Harvey.
Yes.
Wilson.
Yes.
Tillman.
Yes.
Item number 9 are reports of standing committees. Alderman Williams, Finance.
Like we heard, there's a finance meeting coming this Tuesday at 6 p.m. here in Council Chambers. So for those department heads that may think that you may have a question, please be in attendance. Thank you.
Thank you, Alderman. Public Safety, Alderman Gardner.
During the finance meeting, just for the benefit of the public and the information of my colleagues, the South Suburban Land Bank and Development Authority will be here giving a presentation and an update on the achievements and things we've done in the bid work with the different houses. Look forward to seeing you all. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Alderman. Public Utilities, Alderman Phillips.
Thank you, Mayor. For public utilities, once the decision has been rendered as to the water and sewer increase or not passing, I will be having a public meeting to clear up any questions that the residents may have concerning that decision. And I will be working on a date for informational items for public utilities. Thank you.
Thank you, Alderman. Ordinance and resolutions, Alderman Tillman.
Thank you, Mayor. Just want the council to know the ordinance resolutions committee do plan to call a meeting because of the length of the meeting on Tuesday. We'll wait 2 weeks from today's date. Now I'll definitely get the consensus of the council before I do so.
Thank you, Alderman. Health, Education, and Welfare, Alderman Wilson.
Thank you. Health education on the residents that tomorrow is going to be brutally cold. I do understand that many of the school districts have opted to have e-learning tomorrow, so please double check with your schools. If you are out and about, get you a little bit of gas in the car so that the gas line does not freeze. Trickle your pipes so that the water does not freeze. Do what you need to do to stay warm. I am unsure as to whether or not the library is a warming center. I do know that the police department is always open. Should you need me regarding health, education, and welfare, please contact me at 708-586-4990, and I will try my best to provide you services. Thank you.
Thank you, Alderman. Permits and licenses, Alderman Harvey.
Good evening, First Ward. Our next town hall meeting will be on Tuesday, February 17th, starting at 6, ending at 7:30 at All Nations Church, 520 Sibley. If you have any questions or concerns, please reach out to me at 708-891-8198. And I do also, I'm sorry, I have no report. I'm doing my First Ward report. I'm sorry, no report.
Alderman. So, Alderman, on the permits and licenses, we have no report
No
on,
report, yes.
under Public Works, Alderman Nelson.
Public Works will be having a meeting February the 3rd or the 10th. So, I'll send an email out tonight. That's all I have. Mayor.
Thank you, Alderman. Might as well start on this side with the first Ward City Council reports. Alderman Harvey.
Alderman Williams, thank you.
As I was saying, the next town hall meeting for the first ward will be, Tuesday, February 17th, starting at 6 p.m. Ending at 7:30. It will be held at All Nations Church, 520 Sibley. If you have any questions between now and then, you can give me a call at 708-891-8198 or email me at sharvey@calumetcity.org. Also, just as Alderwoman Wilson stated, these next few days will be extremely cold, so please be sure to stay warm during these times. Thank you.
Thank you. Second Ward, Alderwoman, City Council report.
Thank you. Second ward, if you need me, call me or text me, 708-586-4990. I recognize I have a bunch of text messages to respond to after this latest King holiday. If you would like to email me at Monet, M-O-N, is in Everett, T is in Tom, at alderwomanwilson.com. That's Monet at alderwomanwilson.com. We will not have a meeting, official meeting, until March. And this month, no meeting, February, we are going to continue our Monday with Monet in the morning for our early risers and our Wednesday with Wilson. For those that are commuting after work or are home by 6, we will do that each Monday and Wednesday for the month of February. I would like you to follow me on my social media pages. We will be doing a Calumet City takeover, meaning we're going to pop up and show some love to various restaurants and businesses in the community and help bring some economic resources to people, places, and things that we may not even know are here in our great city. Reminder, I'm getting calls and messages about handicap placards. You would need to fill out an application, an affidavit, and come here to City Hall to file that. There is not one alderman that can approve your handicap placard in front of your home. It comes before the council after all of the paperwork is done. As far as resident parking only signs, once again, we are not doing any more in the second ward. Be neighborly, be kind, we do not own the streets. If you need me again, please call me. Also look for some great events happening at the BMW for the month of February. We will have a cipher in February. So it's a rap cipher. And so if you rap, if you do spoken word, if you do any of that, look into that. There's always Tringo at the library, at the VFW, and other fun, free events for the residents. Thank you. That's it.
Thank you, Alderwoman. Third Ward, Alderman Tillman.
Thank you, Mayor. Real briefly, the third and fourth Ward Town Hall will be February 2nd, held in the library at 6:30. Also want to let all the residents know all of the open issues that were pending have been dealt with. If any other residents has any issues, give me a call at 708-891-8193. That's all I have, Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you, Alderman. Fourth Ward, Alderman Williams.
Fourth Ward,
Madam Governor, it's all things possible. If any resident has any concern, please don't hesitate to call 708-212-2240, 708-891-8194. Thank you. Thank you, Alderman. Fifth Ward, Alderman Gardner.
Thank you, Mayor. Just like to remind the residents of the Fifth Ward, continue to call my office, 708-891-8195, with any issues or concerns. And also, I'd like to wish Miss Tate a happy birthday. She was here earlier. believe she has to leave, but I want to wish her a happy birthday and may God give her many more. Thank you.
Thank you, Alderman. Sixth Ward, Alderwoman.
Good evening, residents. I want to say thank you for the phone calls that I received in regards to what was on the agenda tonight. And I want to say thank everyone for understanding and wanting to get a deeper understanding of what's going on. I encourage everyone to either continue to tune on or tune in via Facebook, or either come down and join us in the meetings. I also want to let everyone know that again, the 6th and the 7th Ward will be having their monthly meeting, and it will be February the 26th at our Million Knox, and we're going to do a Black History bingo. We'll have food, and we'll be able to do community table talks to also talk to residents, eat with them, play a little game, but again, camaraderie, and get some information in regards back to the residents on what's been going on, and ask what's going on, or what is it that they expect, and what they're looking for in this 2026 year. So if you have any questions or concerns, please call me at 708-891-8196 or 708-526-1148, or either email me. Thank you, and everybody have a great evening.
Thank you, Alderwoman. Alderwoman Phillips.
Thank you, Mayor. I forgot to mention this in my public utilities report, but I'm asking for assistance with my residents that live on River Drive in the block of 1272 to 1300. They've been without streetlights for over 2 to 3 weeks. And I know they reached out to Public Works, and I reached out to Public Works, and I was told that they reached out to, I guess, come in and order the, I believe it's lines or something. So I'm just asking for assistance to get that, because that street is pretty dark. So they reached out to me several times. I forgot to say that during my report. As for mine now, I just want to say thank you to the 7th Ward residents and the residents of Calumet City. I want you guys to know that I too am a resident. So the things that you guys go through, it affects me as well. I have family and friends that live in Calumet City, so my interest is that of you guys. So know that everything that I do and that we as a council do is being done on your behalf. So with that being said, if you have any concerns or issues, please feel free to reach me at 708-891-8197, or you can email me at mphillips@calumetcity.org. Thank you guys, and have a great evening.
Thank you, Alderwoman. Is there any unfinished business?
Ma'am?
Alderwoman?
It'll be very brief, just 2 things. I would like to congratulate the Calumet City Chargers National Youth Football and Cheer Program. This weekend is their sports banquet, and they've been on a whirlwind of getting Caleb Williams to come grace them at their sports brunch. So if you would help them and continue to tag Caleb Williams in their little video so that he can come and say hey to the boys and the girls, that would be a great thing. And finally, this is my 2nd term, and I've said here, not all the time do we understand or recognize who our audience is. But it's not for us to know. It is just for us to speak the truth and to do what is right on behalf of the constituents that put us in this seat. I would like to let my council know I am proud of the very difficult decision that was made this evening, and I am grateful for you all using your voices and your vote. And as long as I have breath in my body, especially for the women on council, this will be a safe place for you to speak. Thank you.
Thank you, Alderwoman. There being no further business, there's no executive session. We finished the executive session. Is there a motion to adjourn at 7:50 p.m.? Motion made by Alderwoman Nelson, second by Alderwoman Harvey. All in favor? Aye. Meeting adjourned at 7:51 p.m. Good night, everyone.
You guys can see what the audience portion looks like. I realized I didn't show you.
Pretty cool old hall. It's their historic city hall. Has some old former mayor photos on the walls. So yeah, it looks like it could have, it could also be like a pretty cool ballroom or something, Hey. I was gonna. Oh, thank you. I was gonna say I'm still alive. If you wanted to make any comments or no.
You want to ask me questions?
Yeah.
Okay with it.
Let's do it. Okay, so this is Alderwoman Wilson. So what do you think? Tell us, how do you think the meeting went? Are you pleased?
The end result was great, is getting to the end result. You always have to question why people push back on progress. What is there to fight? You rarely have a council that agrees on everything, but when we start to agree, you wonder what's happening. So the decision for legislative council was made no different than how they made it in Dawson. We were getting conflicting advice legally, and then there are just some things that are not on the up and up. And of course, he's playing the music, so
That's okay. We'll get closer to you. Can you? Okay, so for people that don't understand, can you tell us? So what's the difference between legislative council? Because we know that there's corporate council in general for the city council, but you guys wanted to have your own just for the alder people. Tell people why, in case they don't understand.
Legislative council represents the city council and the people. It is not there. It's no one appointed by the mayor, which the city council and our corporate council, both of those firms are appointed by the mayor.
Oh, okay. So you guys don't. Do you have to confirm that choice or no? Or does he have total?
We should.
Okay.
We haven't.
Oh, yeah. So I could see that would be concerning because then how are if the questions are about spending that the mayor's doing or things that the mayor's doing, then it wouldn't be reasonable for people to expect the firms that he has selected to hold him accountable.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Because it just wouldn't make sense. It's a conflict of interest.
You can't have an attorney advising the spender and advising the watchdog. So
Right. Okay. So that makes total sense. And you guys were victorious. So you got your you overrided the veto.
Yes. So the work begins.
Okay.
Now we will start uncovering some of this overspending, unauthorized spending.
Okay. Now, how are you going to do that? Will that be through, via subpoenas or?
Well, we already have credit cards. That's what Tuesday meeting is about because just 1 month was $44,000 unauthorized. So now we've gone back 2 years. There are trips to Miami, Colorado, New Orleans, several trips to Washington, hotel stays in Springfield, all of that. And so, yeah.
And I wanted to know to our viewers, I still have a question because even though I know Mayor Jones said that Clark is no longer employed by the city, after his comments, I checked your website and he still is listed as the official ethics officer for the city of Calumet City.
Yes.
So I guess I'll send a FOIA request because I'm wondering, okay, did they just not update the website or is he still getting paid somewhere?
He probably is still getting paid. We have a lot of people from a lot of communities getting paid here. I wish Dalton come get their people.
Oh. All right, well, thank you. No, thank you for sharing. Thank you. All right, guys, so you heard it here. That was Alderwoman Wilson. sharing. I'll show you a little bit of me. I cleaned up after painting all day. But yeah, so I'm gonna wrap up here, and then I'll try to do a little summary when I get home, like I usually do. So just bear with me, and you guys can follow me out. Make sure I get out safely. Thank you. Okay, guys, let's head out. It's kind of a cool, like, retro-looking, council chambers. Kind of cool, old feel. Miss Clark, did you want to make any comments while I'm still live? You're like, don't show me. That's okay. You can eat. You're a real human. You can eat.
It's been years, and tonight I was actually proud of my city council for standing up for what was right. They're hopefully in the process of repairing a lot of things that has been done wrong. So hopefully legislation council can come in and be fair to everyone.
Okay.
That's it.
You need the original.
Wonderful. Okay. Thank you. Alden, did you want to make any comments while I'm still alive?
I'm sorry.
Would you like to make any comments while I'm still alive?
What kind of comment would you need?
Oh, I don't know. How do you?
You're live. So
What did you think about the meeting? Tell people. What did you think? Were you pleased?
Sometimes, governing isn't easy.
Okay.
You're not always going to agree, but as long as we can come to the table at some point and figure it out, I think that's what the residents want.
And do you guys usually get more residents coming? Because there weren't too many people here. This is the normal crowd? Okay. Okay. Well, I'll try to share it. That's my goal, is just to get people interested in coming and getting involved. So, okay. Well, thank you. And you're Alderman Williams. Williams, right? Okay. Okay. Thank you. All right. Thank you, ladies. Thank you. Good night. Okay. Oh my goodness. Mr. Jones is there. That's the treasurer, clerk. Okay, I see. Well, that's nice. At least when you walk in, you can kind of see who's who. It's very clear. Good night. Okay, cool. Cool. Good night. Oh, yes, thank you.
Most people don't even go to their own council meeting.
Thank you. I know. Well, I've been meaning to visit. I've been overdue. Oh, gosh, we have a camera there. Hello. Police cam. Yeah, stay warm. It's going to be very cold. So if you guys have not seen the outside, this is what the outside of the building looks like. It says Administration Building, 1924. That's pretty cool. I'm glad that they didn't get rid of it, So many mayors, like our mayor, would have just demolished it by now, man. That was one of the gentlemen that came out with me, one of the attorneys for Ansel Blink. Chile, guys. It's supposed to get really, really, really cold, so everybody be safe. Be safe, stay warm. Oh, it's so pretty. Did you guys hear the church bells? Now that is cool. Harvey used to have that too. We used to have church bells ringing like that. That was cool. It rang some hour. I don't know what hour it is. time is it, you guys? I don't think it was too late. Considering they had executive session, that meeting wasn't that long. And also, I think, Idro, you asked a question about how many people. I think Calumet City is about 35,000, I believe. Yeah, some of these older people need a gym. Oh my goodness. Tomorrow's the big chill. We will all stay safe. Yes. So you must be local, Brian, huh? Are you in Cal City? Oh, the Ansel Link lawyers got a little GTI. Those are fun to drive. Now, you know, from what we're told, Mayor Thaddeus Jones here in Calumet City and our Mayor Christopher Clark are very close. They also both use Ansel Glink as the law firm, which is the law firm that the Illinois Speaker of the House, Chris Welch, works for and is involved with. So as you can see, we've got lots of conflicts of interest and unfortunately people working together for the wrong reasons. But yeah, the gentleman, oh gosh, I'm blanking on his name, but the short lawyer that was up there tonight, he works with Ansel Glink, and he's usually the ones that is at, he's the one that is at the city council meetings for Harvey. And he said that, oh, usually most people don't go to their own meeting, let alone another one. He knows, he recognizes me. Okay, guys, so yes, hang tight. I'm going to, I'll try to give a little summary when I get back home, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Ciao for now.